Hello, my name is Sang-Kyu Woo. Now, I'm going to present church schools reforms for the with Corona age. This research is mainly focused on education at middle and high schools. Until now, Korean churches have had positive influence on the society, such as contribution to peace and coexistence. But the public have condemned the churches for the numerous negative influences. Churches' improper use of funds, exclusively shown to other religions, and the general lack of concordance between the Christians' teachings and their actions. After the outbreak of COVID-19, the government encourages the public to meet in small groups so as to minimize the chances of an outbreak. This has made it impossible for the church to congregate and attend sermons. Therefore, this research will attempt to find the solution in the church school's perspective. To solve the research questions, I will show you the current status of Korean churches and church schools. First, according to survey about the social trust of Korean churches, the general trustworthiness of the church is in dire peril, with 2/3 of the population stating that they do not trust the church. Secondly, the participants claim that ethics and morality were the key causes of the survey results. 26.6% of the participants suggested lack of consideration. Thirdly, the understood worthiness that the church has shown in the past is clearly obstructing the church's growth. Therefore, the number of students have been decreasing in our church schools. The percentage of churches they can no longer maintain or church school has escalated to 45 to 50%. For the last 10 years, the total decreased number of believers is approximately 340,000, but the number of churches have increased. This is because new pioneering churches appeared by separating existing churches. The number of elementary students who attended church schools was about 18,000, but it reduced about 17%. The number of middle and high school students were reduced from around 180,000 to 111,000, with a total of 39% in reduction. Then we should search why it happened. Most importantly, the number of infants have been decreasing. When you look at yellow circles on the two pictures, they show decrease in young population. Such decrease in the number of school-age population may have had an impact on the decline of church schools. There seems to be another causes for the church schools decline. The next reason is about professionalism and morality of the church schools instructors. 30% of the participants answered that a preacher's words and actions were trustworthy. Only 32.9% answered that Christians were trustworthy. The society has high expectations toward the church in terms of morality and ethics. Participants have also shown great disappointment toward the church for its rate of financial transparency. Also, due to 5 days of work per week and church schools' irrelevance to Korean university entrance examination make it difficult to participate. Final reason is church schools' slow adaptation to digital education. Due to the church's conservative tendency, it has taken a long time for the church to accept musical instruments such as drums and guitars. In 2020, church schools have been heavily influenced by the COVID-19 due to long distance sermons. After 2 years, the church schools haven't been able to find a suitable solution. To solve the decrease on number of church schools, I will suggest 3 largely. First, the church school must accept new paradigm. True religion means a vertical relationship with the Lord and horizontal relationship with your neighbors. Church schools should play an important role of shaping students' moral values. The paradigm from faith-oriented to life-oriented is necessary, which may be followed by civic education. Korean churches must also educate their students so that they become not only members of the church, but a member of the society as well. Second, forming a systematic education policy is needed. Concretely, other professionals adept at sex education, career education, and support must be present in order to meet the new demands of students. Also, diverse educational methodology should be adopted. We can offer workshops, practical sessions, field trips, etc. Next, professional small group education should be recommended. Then one-way indoctrination for active learning and communication. And there is need to investment on church schools. More fundings should be needed. Finally, I will suggest digital education appropriate for with Corona age. First one is blended learning. It is a combination of face-to-face lectures and long-distance courses. Church schools should provide both of them at this age. Second one is change in educational programs. Church schools should use an online conference such as Zoom more actively. Then believers who have difficulty going to church can get education easily. Third one is parent education. Now, students spend more time at their homes. Consequently, the responsibilities of parents have also increased. We should teach parents good parenting skills. To summarize, firstly, the Korean church must accept really as it is. Secondly, the church must abandon its exclusivity and show tolerance. Lastly, the church must invest more on their schools and find professionals as staff members. This is end of my presentation. Thank you for listening until now.